pointed to is companies like Amazon employ a couple hundred engineers, and all they do is they integrate into payment networks around the world. So Amazon today, last time I checked, could only support payouts in 19 different currencies. And that is a hodgepodge of integrations around the world, ranging from India to China to the EU. Now, if you think about the implication of that to more tangibly a business, we have had conversations with other networks, other marketplaces like Uber.
A staggering $601 million in XRP just moved on-chain, and analysts say it's a clear sign that institutions are back. Ripple's ODL flows are ramping up, and now CEO Brad Garlinghouse is hinting that giants like Amazon and Uber could soon run payments on XRP. If that happens, this could be the biggest turning point in XRP's history. If you have any interest in Ripple or you hold any XRP, then you need to see this. So what is the latest XRP news, and how will all of this affect the value of XRP? In today's video, we will answer these questions and tell you all of the new price-boosting information about XRP. Also, just before we go any further, this channel has a daily giveaway of 50 XRP tokens. To enter, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel, like this video, and comment #XRPMoon. But before we get to our topic, let's see what the price of XRP is doing on the 21st of August, shall we? XRP's price today is around $2.83. XRP's price is down 5% in the last 24 hours, with a 24-hour trading volume of $7.4 billion. The cryptocurrency also has a market cap of over $168 billion, ranking it as the third most valuable cryptocurrency. Please remember that prices might have changed by the time you watch this video. This content is not financial advice. Now let's get into it. Donald Trump makes the strongest case for Ripple without naming it. For years, traditional banks have pushed back against cryptocurrencies, especially those like XRP that directly challenge the way money moves across borders. But according to analysts, the tide has turned. Banks may no longer be able to block or ignore Ripple's technology, which is built for fast, low-cost payments on a global scale. As explained by Rupert from All In Crypto on Paul Barron podcast, banking associations have fought tooth and nail against innovations such as paying yield on stablecoins. The reason is simple: offering customers interest on digital dollars could outcompete traditional savings accounts. It terrifies them, he said, because it provides a clear alternative to the services banks have monopolized for decades, a system ripe for replacement. Critics say the financial system is outdated, expensive, and slow. President Donald Trump recently said that the technical backbone of the financial system is decades out of date. He went further, saying the country should embrace a 21st century upgrade using state-of-the-art crypto technology. While Trump didn't name Ripple directly, his vision aligns perfectly with what the company has built, a network designed to move money instantly and cheaply across borders. If you look at what XRP was created to do, it's exactly what Trump just said the US is embarking on. It's not just Trump, it's everybody around him, the expert said. SWIFT in the crosshairs. Ripple's biggest disruption could come against SWIFT, the global payments messaging system that has dominated for more than 50 years. There is an argument that SWIFT is slow, costly, and unsuitable for a digital-first world. Even Larry Fink, CEO of BlackRock, compared relying on SWIFT to routing emails through the postal office. Watch what they say, Rupert noted. Sometimes they tell you their strategy in plain sight. From central banks discussing blockchain pilots to global leaders calling for modern payment rails, the message is clear: the old system is straining under modern demands, and new technology is ready to take its place. Ripple, by contrast, allows banks and financial institutions to settle directly using the XRP ledger, which can process transactions in seconds. If adopted at scale, XRP could handle the liquidity needed to replace much of SWIFT's infrastructure. Why Ripple represents a threat? Ripple is not just another blockchain project. Unlike Bitcoin, which was created as a decentralized alternative to money, Ripple's focus has always been practical: to make cross-border payments faster, cheaper, and more efficient. That mission directly challenges banks' core business of moving money internationally and the high fees they collect along the way. You see people getting kind of backlash in regards to some of the outlandish or what seems outlandish price predictions that people throw around for XRP. The truth of the matter is, we don't know how big this monster is going to be, Rupert concluded. If you are still watching this video, then please drop a like on the video. It costs nothing and really helps support the channel. But make sure to keep watching to find out the latest XRP news. Massive XRP. Transfer sparks institutional momentum via ODL as Ripple CEO hints at Amazon and Uber. Adoption. Massive $601 million XRP movement sparks institutional momentum via ODL. A staggering 200 million XRP worth, a whopping $601 million moved on-chain, signaling surging institutional interest. Analyst Zaif Crypto links the transfer to intensifying ODL flows after the SEC's green light for XRP, reinforcing confidence in Ripple's payment rails and hinting at a pivotal shift in XRP's role in global finance. The scale of this transaction signals renewed institutional demand for real-time XRP liquidity. Ripple's ODL, built on XRP as a bridge asset, thrives on fast, low-cost transfers, and with fresh regulatory clarity, institutions appear more confident in moving large holdings through its liquid ecosystem, a shift that could redefine global liquidity flows. Here are 3 key implications of this development. Institutional confidence restored. The SEC's supportive stance, formal or informal, may represent a breakthrough for institutional investors wary of regulatory ambiguity. This XRP movement could be the first of many bold transactions, as institutions recalibrate their strategic asset allocations toward XRP-enabled cross-border operations. ODL gains traction. XRP's primary utility in facilitating real-time cross-border payment flows positions it as a logistical backbone for institutional liquidity operations. Increased ODL usage could reinforce the XRPL's role in global remittance corridors, fostering a virtuous cycle of adoption. Market dynamics to watch. A transaction of this scale has the potential to nudge XRP's broader market narrative, be it through price impact, network activity, or liquidity dynamics. While speculative ripple effects remain uncertain, the sheer visibility of such a move could invigorate broader confidence in XRP-driven infrastructure. Why Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse believes Amazon and Uber will use XRP. Brad Garlinghouse is doubling down on a bold vision. Giants like Amazon and Uber will one day run payments on XRP. Far from empty rhetoric, his case rests on 3 accelerating 2025 trends: enterprise pilots gaining traction, strategic infrastructure scaling, and fading regulatory hurdles, making large-scale corporate adoption more credible now than ever before, as highlighted by crypto pundit John Squire. First, Ripple is shifting from proofs of concept to real enterprise collaborations. Amazon Web Services already features Ripple case studies, and teams have openly explored how XRP can accelerate settlement and liquidity across merchant and cloud services. Clear signs that Amazon is testing tangible integration scenarios, not just talking points. Secondly, Ripple is building the infrastructure needed for adoption at scale. In 2025, it unveiled major acquisitions to deliver institutional-grade custody, prime broking, and stablecoin rails, including the $1.25 billion Hidden Road Prime Broker deal and the planned purchase of Rail, a stablecoin payments firm. These moves position Ripple to handle corporate treasury, marketplace payouts, and cross-border settlements seamlessly, eliminating many of the operational hurdles companies like Amazon or Uber would face. Thirdly, regulatory risk, which is the biggest hurdle for Fortune 500 treasuries, eased. Since mid-2025, Ripple has shifted away from cross-appeals toward direct regulatory engagement, a move Garlinghouse says clears the path for mainstream financial integration. With legal uncertainty reduced, corporate risk committees are now more likely to approve pilots using tokenized liquidity. Therefore, for giants like Amazon and Uber, the case for XRP is practical. Instant cross-currency settlement, lower FX, and float costs on global payouts like driver earnings and vendor settlements. Garlinghouse isn't suggesting they'll ditch fiat overnight, but that they'll pilot tokenized settlements where efficiency wins, and Ripple is building the secure, auditable infrastructure to make it possible. Now, if you want to find out more of the latest news that could have an impact on the price of XRP, then check out the video on screen now, or check out our playlist of this month's biggest XRP news stories. All these videos are packed with valuable information. Thank you for watching, and goodbye, XRP Army.